Hey, it's Lavender Lori coming at ya. I'm out here still harvesting. It's a little late in the season, but I want to just show you what happens when you have to cut back a plant really far, which I did this year because I thought they were all dead. Had to cut the tops off of everything. There is a video in my library where you can see that. Anyway, I'm working on this plant this morning, and it looked very similar to this one. Beautiful, nice and full, right? It looks like you could just come in here and clear cut. Swipe it with your knife. And that just has not been the case this year. This is the knife that I usually harvest with. And I'm doing a lot of cutting with these little snippers this year because you can see because you cut it back so far, you get a lot of these little secondary blossoms that come up. This is the stuff that comes up if you don't cut the wood off, all the top wood. Oh, good morning, Miss Kitty. How are you doing today? I'm trying to make a video. Can you come over here and sit down? I know. So these are the things that try to come up from the roots, all brand new stems that are going to continue to age. And if you don't get that old wood cut off the top that has died over winter, these have a very hard time breaking through that, and the health of the plant suffers. So these could put flowers on. There's a little flower there. These could put flowers on very late. It'll probably don't bother the pollinators, please. These flowers might get hit by frost. That's how late they're going to come up. So, but I'm allowing them to grow just to kind of give energy to the plant. So I'm not able to just, where I would come in and swipe everything down. I'm just taking my time here. It's taking an awful lot of time, but trying to encourage these plants to come back and give us some good growth for next year. You can see here how hard this plant got cut back. I typically, in the past 20 years, have never really cut them back that hard, but they are easier to cover in an emergency situation. And I also just want to point out that I see a lot of new farmers yanking entire plants out of the ground when they come up looking dead on the top. But look at this beautiful plant. Look at this beautiful kitty. Kitty. That's Elspeth. Oh, man. So anyway, I'm just saying, don't yank the plants. Just cut the dead stuff off the top. You can see how close I've cut them. I mean, it's a lot of work. And if you look over here, over in that section there is a large pile of dead wood. And at the most recent market I was at, people were fascinated to see me selling lavender kindling. But hey, even dead plants have to earn their keep. You're being very obnoxious this morning, little kitty. But yeah, don't yank this out. Just get to work. Cut the dead stuff off, and the growth this year was as big and beautiful as ever it's been. The flowers were gorgeous. The stems are sturdy. They have so much life in them, these lavender plants. And if the roots don't die, and I'll tell you what, I had a minus 33, I had a minus 26, and then that event that I think really knocked them back was the no snow cover. Both of those other storms had snow cover, but the one that knocked them really hard, and I'd put the blankets on, and there's a video in my library where you can find about that. was that February storm. Mid-February, it had been, I don't know, it gets up to 50, 60 degrees in February here sometimes. Like a early spring thaw or something, and then boom, it'll go right back down to minus whatever, but it dropped down to 0 one night, and then this 40-mile-an-hour sustained wind all night long took the temperature down to minus 27. No snow cover. They did have their blankets on them, but those blankets only save 8 degrees or so, and lavender will survive in zone 5, is about as cold as she goes with no snow on her to protect. Snow is the best blanket. So I think they all got smacked by that. But you can see deep down in here all that dead wood. The roots are still alive, folks. Just get that dead stuff cut off top and you get some beautiful bouquets out of it. And maybe you'll be lucky enough to get a good kitty to help. Okay, Lavender Lori signing out here in western Montana, the south end of the Mission Valley.